Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Michael McCarville. This is Fun with Fallen Flags episode 60. So this is actually going to be the beginning of a series of videos that are all related. So we're going to work on a project called VANCE Junction, which is a Rio Grande Southern junction and area that was in existence near Telluride, Colorado, southwest Colorado. So you can see I put it on a map, a topographic map. You can see it's in between Placerville to the northwest, and to the south is Ophir, Colorado. And at Vance Junction, there's a line that breaks off and heads back east to Telluride. So this area is going to be the boundary for our project, what we're going to work on now. So for the scope, I want to talk about the Illium Y, which is a place that the Rio Grande Southern put in, and you can see it there in the center of the map, and it allowed them to turn some of their steam motive power around. And there's also a loop down at the Anderson Loop down there on the lower center part of the picture, Trestle 39A. That's going to be a project as well. Thanks to the Friends of the Cumbrous and Toltec, they allowed me to use this photo as well as the photo in the top of the screen there of some of the structures at Vance Junction. This is a photograph of the Trestle 39A along the Rio Grande Southern. This is on the way to Telluride, crossing over the San Miguel, the South Fork of the San Miguel River. So this will be one of the projects that we do. But let's talk about Vance Junction itself. So while we're going to do those other projects, they're going to be rolled into the buildings that are at Vance Junction, or at least were. So there's a small section car shed. We're going to work on that. There's an old RPO baggage car body. It was Rio Grande Southern number 150, formerly Denver and Rio Grande number 55. It was used as a shelter and supply shed by the section gangs that were in this area. Also a standard gauge, not narrow gauge, but standard gauge boxcar, Denver and Rio Grande boxcar number 13680. That was also used as a shelter and supply shed by section gangs. So you can see both of those cars that are the baggage car and the standard gauge boxcar. Those appear here in the photo, and you can see they are just right off the tracks and sit right next to the section house, which is the larger structure. Another of the cars at Vance Junction, which is that were converted to other purposes, was this coach, which is an old Rio Grande Southern Jackson Sharp coach number 254. The body was salvaged after it was involved in a wreck, and it acted as the depot and the telegraph office for Vance Junction. In addition to the three cars that are sitting alongside the section house that are all propped up on stilts on that slope that moves downhill from us, from our vantage point, there's a two-story structure, which is the section house. It's the largest of the structures at this location. The Rio Grande Southern agent occupied the second floor, and the rest of it was for section gangs. So we're going to construct this as well. Once again, thanks to the Friends of the Cumbrous and Toltec Scenic Railroad. I appreciate you guys allowing me to use the photographs of Vance Junction here, and the trestle shot that I showed earlier. That's going to come in very handy when we're working on the trestle. So in addition to these three cars, the section house, and the track, which is, there's two passing tracks or yard tracks in this area, which will add some operational fun. In addition to that, there's a coaling spur, or coal pocket as the Rio Grande Southern would call it, and it's got 8 bins in it, and that's going to be a operational area too, to coal up our engines as they're working in this area. So in addition to that, there's no water tank and there's no sand facility, so that'll be interesting to do coal only and not the other two. So I'm going to put links in the body of the YouTube video to the channel that you can subscribe to in YouTube, so you can get notifications as new VANCE Junction series videos are released. Also, a link to the Facebook group that I'll post updates so if you want to join the HO tutorials Facebook group, you can do that as well. So once again, I look forward to sharing this information and these video series with everyone. So feel free to join, and this is going to be a fun project, and I can't wait to get started. So let's get going.